Afternoon, ladies and gents. Welcome to Monday's Midday Mentoring. Trust you well and enjoyed a great weekend. What we're going to look at in this video is we're going to talk about momentum. So this is the art of establishing momentum. So by momentum, what we mean is, there'll be some people who are consistently smashing it out of the park. They're consistently productive. How you doing, Ian? Consistently productive, consistently driving things forward, seem to achieve a lot, seem to be very, very productive. And then there's others who, never seem to manage to never seem to effectively get out the blocks, never seem to really gain that pace that they want, and it can be a little bit slower to get things going. I'm going to give you 3 tips to establishing momentum. How are we doing, Simon? How you doing, Brad? So this is 3 quick tips over the next 10 minutes or so for you to gain more momentum in what you do. One of the things you'll realise about momentum as well is when I talk about momentum, not productivity, what I mean here is momentum is in the same way that like a dynamo or a flywheel gains pace. Momentum is when you start to operate on this pace, this productivity, you start to get this inertia going where things start to move forward efficiently and effectively. And it's got this, it's got that hard, the hard bit of getting it going is overcome. And then the momentum keeps you operating at a higher pace, a higher rev, a higher speed. So the first thing to consider when we're thinking about momentum is the flywheel. So if you understand what a flywheel is, when we want to establish this momentum and get ourselves moving forward, the first thing is the flywheel. So success and failure are both very predictable. You want to set yourself up to succeed. Don't set yourself up for failure because you could actually end up going backwards. The flywheel is something that you need to be aware of. And what the flywheel is, you have these in cars, and you might have seen them back in the day, big concrete flywheels. What they do is a flywheel basically gets the inertia, gets the momentum going, and then once it's whirring and it's got its own momentum, the energy that's required to keep it going is significantly less than the energy that was required to fire it up. So the first thing with gaining momentum and establishing momentum is to set yourself up for success and appreciate that to gain momentum, you have to go through the flywheel. So the flywheel is the first step, the first sort of tip for you. And this is to not beat yourself up. This means the first part of the journey, when you're trying to gain momentum, gain productivity, increase your output, is going to be the hardest part. So the flywheel is the hard energy. It takes a lot of energy in to get limited return out. It can be a slow start. It can be heavy lifting. It can feel like real grunt work. To get a flywheel going takes loads of effort and energy, and you don't want to beat yourself up with this. So the way to overcome this is go into it gradually. So, if you're going to go on a diet and you're going to do this fad diet, and you go out and you buy loads of prep, and you planned your meals out, and you're going to go on this extreme cutting, you're going to start running 5 times a week, going to the gym 6 times a week, and you set yourself up here. The reality is you could get yourself up there over a period. That's not a problem. It's very realistic. That is very realistic. But the chance of going from 0 to hero is very unlikely. This is because we need the flywheel. If you're going to run a marathon, you're much better doing couch to 5K, which is like adding steps, walking, fast walking, running. You're much better doing that than going out and spending 150 quid on the best trainers you can find and trying to run 5 miles on the first day and nearly killing yourself. So the flywheel is about breaking it down, doing it step by step, give yourself a run up, and appreciate that to get momentum, it takes hard work it takes hard work first to get the momentum going. So the first thing is the flywheel. So don't beat yourself up. Break down whatever it is you want to do, whether it's gym, training, health and fitness, property investing, business, entrepreneurship. Do it bit by bit and appreciate that the first part is the hardest part. And this is called the flywheel. So don't beat yourself up. Take 2 steps forward, 1 step back. That's fine. That's absolutely cool. And this will help you to get your momentum going. So set yourself up for success. Take a run up and appreciate that you've got to get the flywheel going first, and then it will start to build momentum and start to establish it. So once you've got that and you've start to see some progress, the second tip with regards to establishing momentum. So one of the things with momentum as well is you'll notice if you take a weekend off, or when you take a weekend off, or you take a week off, it puts the brakes on, it puts the anchors on, and it actually slows that momentum down, stops it, and then you're back to the flywheel to get the flywheel going, which is hard work, gets your pace, your energy, your engagement, your productivity, gets that back up, and then you're back into momentum again. Whether you're firing up the flywheel for the first time to get yourself productive, get yourself driven, get yourself pushing things forward, or you've had a bank holiday weekend, or you're coming back from the school holidays now and you need to get it going again. The second thing, and this is a mindset hack, this one, the second thing is it's starting that's the hard part. Doing the actual work is not difficult. Like when you get into the work, you'll be doing it and nothing is difficult. Nothing's hugely challenging. It's your mindset like that you don't want to do half these things. It's not that you don't want to do your work or you don't want to do the task. The challenge that you've got in your head is that you don't want to start it. So you'll procrastinate. You'll sit there and you'll tidy your desk and you'll sharpen your pencils and I better wipe the monitor down or go and clean the kitchen. It's like, it's not the doing the work that's the hard part, it's the starting. And this is the second thing for you to take on board. So it's a bit of a mind hack. And what you want to think to yourself is, don't wait till you feel like doing something to actually start. Start doing something to actually feel like it. So think about this today. When you've got a job to do today and you're sitting there and you don't really want to do it, you're procrastinating, you think, well, look, I can leave it till tomorrow. What successful people do that unsuccessful people don't do. Successful people think, I'll start so that it gets me to feel like doing the work, because once I start doing the work, it's fine. I'm in it, I'm smashing it, I'm productive, it makes you feel good. So you start doing it to feel good. So don't feel like doing it to start, because you'll never feel like it. The reality is, like 8 times out of 10, I very rarely feel like doing the task, the gym, the workout, the whatever. It's the starting bit that's the hard bit. But when I'm in it, it's absolutely fine. Once you start running, you normally carry on running. It's getting your trainers on and getting out the door that's the hard part. So the second thing is, it's the starting that's the hard part, not actually doing the work. So think today, when you're hitting those, you're looking at your list and you don't want to pick up the phone and ring so-and-so, or you don't want to do X bit of work. Think in your head, starting's the hard part, not the work. It's the starting that's difficult, not the work. And also, don't wait to feel like it to do the work, because 80% of the time you would never do it if that's what you did. Think like a successful person and think, rather than feel like it to start the work to feel like it. So just start, and that first minute, I'm getting into it, figuring it out, and then you're in it. You're getting momentum. You start hammering through it. Before you know it, half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour's gone, and you've smashed through a load of work because you bit the bullet, you jumped on it, and you just started. So think about that today. Think it's starting that's the hard part. Write the list, get your head down, and get going. That's how you'll build momentum. And then he's like, yeah, I've done this task. That felt good. I'm going to do another one. I'm going now. I've got this inertia building. I've got this energy building. Got this momentum. So the first thing is the flywheel. Don't beat yourself up. Success, set yourself up for success, not failure. Appreciate that you do need to take a bit of a run up. The second thing is to get momentum going. It's starting that's the hard part, not actually doing the work. So don't wait to feel like it to do the work. Do the work, and then it will make you feel like it. And then the third thing, we've done this before, check out the other video on YouTube. If you're missing any of these midday mentorings, go on the YouTube channel. There's over 100 videos on there now, all like 10 to 30 minutes long, different topics. Listen to them when you're going for a walk, listen to them when you're going to the gym. Get some more of these sort of high value nuggets into what you're doing. The third thing, and we have covered this on a previous video, is it's all a game. Like getting momentum is all a game. Getting momentum, being productive, smashing through jobs. If you're going to do 6 hours work today, or 8 hours, or 12 hours work today, that is the hours you're going to spend. Don't waste your time being unproductive. There should be a very clear line between work and play. If you're working, get your head down, smash through it, actually work. If you're playing, go and enjoy your afternoon, go and enjoy your evening, go and enjoy your day off, and be confident that you're on top of your work, and also that you deserve it. If you smash a good few hours work, Like if you write a list of the things you're going to do and you smash it, you will deserve your weekend and you'll enjoy it a lot more. You won't be thinking about it. Don't end up in this, if you're working, it's hell yes or hell no. In the middle is just hell. Don't procrastinate. Don't twiddle your thumbs. Don't sit there for the sake of sitting there, especially if you're self-employed. If you're self-employed, you're your own boss, and you're choosing to sit there for the sake of sitting there, what is the point in that? The third point is it's all a game. Get yourself a list. Break up your day into slots. Do your fun stuff in the morning, high value, high engaging, business development stuff. And then the reality is 8, 9 o'clock comes around and WhatsApp's going, Slack's going, you're in your inbox. Then do some more sort of like day-to-day stuff, maybe carve out some time for some lunch. And it's all a game. Make a game out of your day. Decide how many hours you're going to work and then break it down into your tasks. Business development, business management, business delivery. Business development is high value on the business. Business management, and if you put these in your calendar, they're different colours. So green is business development because you're adding value, you're driving the business forward, it's creative, it's taking things forward. Amber is business management. This means it's highly leveraged of your time. You're working with your team, you're managing suppliers, other people are doing the work, but you're managing them. And then red is business delivery. You're on the front line, you're doing your day-to-day, it's reasonably unleveraged of your time, and that's what you're doing. Or it might be trivial stuff, it might be your inbox, it might be things that aren't hugely valuable, but you have to do them. Put all these things together and start to get a feel for how you're going to deliver your work. And it's all a game. Write yourself a list. So this is my to-do list. I've shown you these a million times. My to-do list for the day. Write my to-do list. This is what I need to get done today. And then highlight the first few. I'm going to do these now. Highlight. You want to work in 90-minute slots. So highlight a few tasks. Say, right, well, that's about 90 minutes work. Don't let yourself then choose which task to do because you're a human being. You go for the easy things. You go, oh, well, that's easy, that's trivial. I'll go for those things. Order them by how high value they are. So 1, 2, 3. Write down the order, make a game of it. And then as you go through and say, right, it's 90 minutes now, head down, I'm going to smash this. 90 minute, right, job 1, bang, done it. Job 2, bang, done it. 90 minutes worth of work. So for here, for example, 7 jobs. 7 jobs is 90 minutes work based on the tasks I'm going to do. Do 1, cross through it, excellent, we're gaining momentum, that felt good, I'm going to do another one, bang, let's get on another one, right, rattling through it, bang. Do that for 90 minutes, and then at the end of 90 minutes, have a reward. So it's like, right, well, I'm enjoying this, I'm getting these success triggers, I'm hammering through, and then at the end of 90 minutes, have a reward. So this morning, one of my rewards was my breakfast. Nice whey, chocolate, oat protein, like absolutely love it. It's like one of the best parts of my day. Eating a nice bowl of like chocolate protein, oats, and peanut butter. That's my breakfast. I'm like, that is a huge reward. Right, do another 90 minutes, and then have a pot of tea. Another 90 minutes. Go for a walk. Listen to a podcast. Another 90 minutes. Go on social media. Go on WhatsApp. Send some personal messages. The third thing is make a game of it. You want to get momentum, you want to get this productivity, you want to make it all a game, you want to find it engaging. You don't want to spend your days kicking and screaming yourself. So if it's like, I've got to go on Rightmove, source some deals, I've got to go and view some properties, I've got to go and do some viewings with some tenants or some investors, whatever. Make a game out of your day and then lock into it, get engaged with it, make a game out of it. And don't drag your day out, It's all a game and games should be fun. Even if you're doing jobs you don't want to do, like, I have a list here called quick wins, and they're like basic little tasks I really don't want to do. They've been sitting there for ages, and I'll make a list of quick wins. I'll be right, for 30 minutes I'm going to do quick wins, and I'll jump in there and I'll see how many quick wins I can get through within a 30-minute slot. It's all a game to pull it together. And what you find when you pull all these things together, so the flywheel, you've got to get through the flywheel, otherwise it'll stop you at the first hurdle. So the first tip with regards to gaining momentum is get the flywheel going. Don't beat yourself up. It takes a while to get momentum going. Try it, test it, build it up gradually, get a run up, get the flywheel going, but appreciate that it's hard work at the beginning. After the first day or the first week or the first couple of weeks, depending on what you're doing, you'll start to establish momentum. You'll start to gain inertia, and it will start to feel good, and there'll be a force behind you pushing it forward. And the second thing with that is So flywheel, get that going. And then the second thing is when you're sitting down and you've got this momentum going, the second thing is that starting's the hard part. Like, don't beat yourself up. Like, none of us want to start half of these jobs. Identify what the task is, then remember in your mindset, it's not doing the work that's hard, it's getting started that's hard. Lock in, just overcome that. Don't waste 30 minutes messing around sharpening your pencils. That's the job. Lock in, like, I don't want to start, I get started, and then you'll get momentum from that, because it's just that first trigger point of getting over starting, and then you'll gain momentum doing the work. Like, bang, this feels good. And then the third tip, to draw this to a close, is it's all a game. Create your to-do list, separate your calendar, have a very clear line between work and play, deserve your evenings, deserve your weekends off. Be very focused and very deliberate what you're doing with your workload, then make it into a game. You want your days to be productive, you want them to move fast, you want to gain momentum and productivity. Make it a game, so the only time you're watching the clock is because you're running out of time, not waiting for it to pass. Make a list, split it into 90-minute chunks. Order it by priority, highlight the tasks, cross them out as you go, work by reward, 90-minute chunks, reward after every slot. Pull all of this together and it'll get you fired up, it'll get momentum going, and then it will keep the momentum. And once the flywheel's going, once you've got the momentum going, try not to take your foot off the gas, because it will slow down. Once you've got momentum, really ride that wave of being productive, because it's buzzing, it feels good. It's like when you go into the gym. The first week or couple of weeks going to the gym is hard work, it's laborious, it's horrible. But once you start to see the results and you feel good and it relieves your stress, you're like, this feels good, I'm enjoying this, I'm doing this again. That's where the momentum comes, and you try and keep that going for as long as possible by playing the game and appreciating that. Don't wait. Nobody wants to go to the gym, but everybody's glad that they did. Nobody wants to go to the gym, but everybody's glad they did. Don't wait to feel like going. Go, and it will make you feel like it. Pull these things together, it will build your momentum, it will help you go with it. And with that in mind, glad you like it, Tony. With that in mind, I better go and be productive myself. I've got my to-do list to work through, my next set of tasks highlighted. So wish you all the best of luck. Put those into practice, quick wins. And remember today, when you're sitting there sharpening your pencils or doing the washing up rather than actually grafting, think, rather than feel like starting, start, and it'll help you feel like it. Hope you enjoyed that. All of the other videos are all on YouTube. If you enjoyed this one, jump on the YouTube channel now. There's over 100 videos on there, all between 10 and 30 minutes. It will help you to get these things going, add a lot of value, pick up a few tips and tricks here and there. Success and failure are both very predictable. Have a great Monday, ladies and gents, and I hope you do well, firing up your momentum and then keeping it there. I'll catch you all again later.